At the core of Arabella really is this relationship between the two siblings. It's really the story of those two women finding their way.
The opera is definitely, first and foremost, about, I think, love and money, with sex maybe as a secondary thing, because your character gets to have the sex, but mine does not. Yay!
We have two fabulous Canadians in the leads with Erin Wall and Jane Archibald, and they are joined by one of the world's leading Wotans, Tomasz Konieczny, who's been, the Wotan at the Vienna State Opera for years, and this is a COC and Canadian debut for him.
Any Strauss role that I could remotely, conceivably be considered right for, I would give my eye teeth to do. I love to sing Strauss.
It's like eating dessert for every meal.
It's like a glove.
If you're a soprano, Strauss, he knew how to write for sopranos like no other composer.
It's definitely been on the wish list, and I'm really excited to do it here and to do it with Erin, because I think it's going to be a really nice collaboration.
Tim Albury and his team bring this vision of late 19th, early 20th century Vienna really, really beautifully to life.
It's a very thoughtful production. It's very, very beautiful. I think they're going to enjoy it a lot.
So it's all that you would expect, the lush, soaring vocal lines on top of a brilliantly orchestrated score.
The duet with Stanka, I think, is absolutely one of the highlights of the night, and I think for sure when we sing it together.
ELIXIR is light and frothy and fun, and Donizetti really knows how to showcase voices and showcase great singing. So it's beautiful singing, but in a light-hearted, easy way.
And it's a story that you can almost relate to, because you can see yourself inhabiting Nemorino or inhabiting Adina.
Jim Robinson and his team designed this production with a distinct New England feel. And we decided to take that one step further and give it a very distinct Niagara-on-the-Lake feel. Niagara-on-the-Lake in the early 20th century.
The tenor aria, Una furtiva lagrima, is probably one of the most recognized arias in the repertoire. And it's a beautiful aria that's sung towards the end of the opera. The aria it's ubiquitous, right?
Oh, well, there you go.
Everyone recognizes it. Everyone is like, oh yeah, I know that aria.
It's the moment everyone waits for.
Our conductor, Eva Bell, is actually from Toronto, but he has never conducted at the COC, and he's conducted with all the great companies all over the world. And we've been looking for a project for a little while, and I'm really glad that this one has worked out.
It's not every day that a major opera company hands these incredible dream roles to 3 recent graduates of its Young Artist program. I think it speaks to the commitment that the Canadian Opera Company has to supporting young Canadian talent, that they would trust us with this production of ELIXIR. So we're very grateful.
What really shows you the progress that we've made with the ensemble studio in training young singers and forming them into full professionals.
You have to love Nemorino from the moment he walks on stage, and Andrew kind of is Nemorino, actually. It's true in real life. You just everyone loves Andrew, so it's not going to be too hard for you to act this one. Oh, except loving me. That's going to be a stretch.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm so excited to sing with you.
Rigoletto in the Verdi canon is the first fully fleshed out character. On Rigoletto are based so many more of Verdi's operas.
I mean, Verdi really took bel canto and in a way refocused it. He made it more concise, more dramatic, and every dramatic moment has a purpose, which makes it quite unique for mid-19th century opera.
I've done a lot of Rigolettos, and I have a lot of ideas on how it goes. Whatever Christopher Alden does with it, because this is the revival of his production. And by the way, he and I did our first job together many years ago, yes. A lot of old family coming into this one. When he does his thing, I'm sure we will collaborate really, really well on this because we know each other so well.
Roland Wood was our Renato in The Masked Ball in 2015, and he blew us all away with the power of his voice.
He's such a great pro, and he has a terrific voice, and he's a wonderful actor.
Anna Christie and Stephen Costello had a huge success when they did Lucia together.
I'd also worked with Anna Christie on Gilda before she went and did it the first time. I've not done it with Stephen Costello, but he's an old friend.
Stephen Lord, he's a member of the COC family by now. He has a very long history with the company, and over recent years he's come back to conduct mostly the Italian bel canto repertoire very regularly, and I'm happy that he's coming back to conduct his second Verdi with us.
I love knowing that that great creator created this, and without us it's ink dots on paper. We bring it to life because we owe that to Maestro Verdi.
Abduction from the Seraglio contains some of Mozart's most beautiful music.
For a 25-year-old person to write music of that kind of scope, of that kind of understanding, it's quite incredible. It's actually the piece that might have caused that I got into opera.
And we've been thinking about programming it for quite some time. We just never found the right approach until Wajdi Mouawad came around.
I think what makes Wajdi's production of Abduction from the Seraglio so unique is that he takes a particular feminist viewpoint, and he took some liberties with the dialogue, which is a wonderful way of staying true to Mozart's beautiful score, but solving some consistent challenges in the libretto and in the plot line of this story.
Through rewriting the dialogue, he has managed to create an equilibrium between the music and the spoken text.
It absolutely works 110%. This concept, this direction that he's taken it.
Jane is really one of the great Constanzas of our time, and she's done so many parts here. I really wanted her to do one of her great parts with us, so it all came together for her to do Constanza in this particular production. We have an important artist debut as Belmonte, Mauro Peter, and two COC ensemble graduates returning to the COC, Claire de Sevigné and Owen McCausland.
I think all of them, all of those great singers we have in that production, they also share the spontaneity to react on what Mozart offers.
I love it because it makes Constanza, it really adds to her strength, and those are the kinds of characters that I enjoy playing, that I relate to. I think it really rounds out the characters of this piece.
It's the best production of Abduction I have ever seen. The Nightingale and Other Short Fables was one of the most successful things we've done in my time at the COC. It's a production that we have taken all over the world.
And wherever it got, this production, it was a major success.
And it has delighted audiences everywhere. Back with us for the third time in one season will be Jane Archibald taking on the role of the Nightingale. Jane is an incredible artist, and she's made a really, really big commitment to the COC. And we've taken the opportunity really to ask her to be the COC's first ever artist in residence.
It's just exciting to be a member of the chorus and to be part of an opera in the first place. Then when you're part of a production by Robert Lepage, that has a very unique and unusual way of telling a story. There's so many magical moments.
It's hard not to lose yourself in the puppet action that's going on in front of you, because it just gets to be kind of mesmerizing. You just think, oh my God, is that ever beautiful? Look at that little boat come out of there.
And then the chorus themselves have this wonderful magical moment where we're doubled in size, in a sense.
It's quite startling for the audience to suddenly see 40 people go, and these little people show up.
Robert Lepage is really a genius. Name me another production where you have the pit turned into a pool. What a great idea.
Yeah, everybody's in the water. The singers, the puppet players, the marionettes are animated from the water.
It's kind of cool to see your friends up to their waist in water.
It really shows you the unlimited possibilities of opera and how even within the confines of an opera house you can always do something new. Sandra is the reigning queen of bel canto, and having her come here and share that gift with us, it's truly special.
Canadian audiences have already seen me sing one of the Tudor trilogy, and that is Roberto Devereux. And thank you so much for coming. It was a wonderful experience for me, my very first one.
Yeah, Anna Bolena closes the trilogy of the 3 Donizetti Tudor operas that we embarked on back in 2010. Our production will be again by Stephen Lawless in this very decidedly Elizabethan style, set in the Elizabethan theater with sumptuous costumes and this distinct feeling for the Elizabethan period.
Anna Bolena for sure has the best final scene, probably of any opera that I sing. At the end, she's in the Tower of London, she just starts to kind of float in and out of delirium and then sings the most beautiful aria, I think, besides Costa Diva, ever written.
It's an enormous privilege to have an ongoing relationship with an artist of the stature of Sandra Radwanovsky. Not only that we want her here, but also that she wants to come here all the time. Who wouldn't want to see Eric Owens as Henry VIII? Then we have Bruce Sledge, who had such a big success in Maometto II. We have Carrie Alkmaar, who's been here multiple times. Then we have Alison McCarty, one of our beloved Canadians.
Alexandre Neef is now getting the A-list opera singers from around the world. So I want to be here along with all the other great artists to support my opera company, which is the Canadian Opera Company.